Motsepe. Welcome everybody to another episode of the Overthinking Football Show. My name is Mokwena, I'm your host, and this of course is a place where we absolutely love South African football and we love African football, and every now and then those two intersect. Now, this season it can only happen once now in these knockouts, and it's happening because Mamelodi Sundowns is the only South African team that is left in this tournament. So, guys, if you're new here, my name is Mokwena, I'm your host, and this, of course, like I said, is the Overthinking Football Show. It is a watch-along because if Chiefs, Pirates, Mamelodi Sundowns, Bafana, or Bafana are in action, we will be right here covering the games, and you guys can join me live by clicking on the button at the bottom of your screen that says multi-guest. It's got a blue figure hugging a pink figure. You click it, I let you in. We have a conversation. I'm going to let 5 people in halftime. And then I'm looking for 25,000 likes for us to continue on and have conversations throughout the second half as we go along. Okay, so Mamelodi Sundowns, second in the Betway Prem. They have 20 games played, 14 wins, 5 draws, 1 loss. They've scored 34 goals, they've conceded 10, for a grand total of 47 points. Deep fight with Orlando Pirates that's happening in the league. Then Stade Malien is number 8 in their league. 13 games played, 5 wins, 4 draws, 4 losses. They've only scored 8 goals and they've conceded 10 for a grand total of 19 points. Now, just a reminder, Stade Malien was number 1 in their group. Was number 1 in their group. 6 games played, 3 wins, 2 draws, 1 loss, 5 goals scored, 2 conceded for 11 points. Then Sundowns was number 2 in their group. 6 games played, 2 wins, 3 draws, 1 loss. They scored 9 goals, they conceded 6 for a grand total of 9 points. In their last 5 games, Mamelodi Sundowns has 4 wins and 1 loss. The loss coming on the 21st of February versus TS Galaxy. But before that, they managed to beat Orbit 2-0 as their most recent game. Then Arrows, Kukune, and Amazulu also fell in that time. Then Stade Malien, 1 win in their last 5 games, 1 draw in their last 5 games, and 3 losses. The last game they played was on the 4th of March, where they played Binga, and Binga beat them 4-0. Before that, they lost to Real Bamako, who beat them 1-0 before that. Then AS Bakarijan, the 0-0 draw. The last time they won was the 19th of February versus USFAS Bamako. Now, when you look at the starting lineup, you've got Traore in goal for Stade Malien, Diarra Kamara, Simpara Awine, Manjan Bello, Koulibaly, Traore, Koulibaly, and Gang. Then, of course, for Mamelodi Sundowns is the A team: Williams, Mudau, Ndamane, Kekana, Mudiba, Santos, Mokwena, Adams, Sales, Matthews, and Leon. That is our starting lineup there for Mamelodi Sundowns. How are you guys feeling, Masandawana?
Sute ratamaya. Sute ratamaya. Sute ratamaya. Sute ratamaya. Arwina liki barsupa kamenwana. Yeah. Arwina kefe barwine kabututi. Yeah. Arwina liki barsupa kamenwana. Hey guys. Arwina kefe barwine kabututi. Sute.
I hope you guys are good. Or is it going to be one of these days?
Cardoso, he must leave us in peace, not in pieces. Cardoso, leave us in peace, not in pieces.
Guys, SABC Plusing Patets. So the people who are looking to watch this game for free, you can watch it on SABC Plus, downloading the app. It is free, and you'll be able to catch this and other games, as well as shows like Uzalo and Sol Paris. For those who saw the video, guys, SABC Plus is where you can watch the game for free. If you can stream here, you can stream on that app, and then of course also sabcsport.com, and then of course SABC Sport, the Facebook page is also there. We'll see what's going to happen. Okay, guys, so look, a knockout CAF Champions League game is a knockout CAF Champions League game. Sundowns is not quite the team to get knocked out here. And this STADE Malien team, if you look at their form up to this point, I don't think you need to worry too much about them because they do concede a lot of goals. So that's why I think this is going to be not a walkover, but it should be a comfortable win for Mamelodi Sundowns. Remember, they will then have to play that second leg in Mali. Next week. Goalkeeper is already down. What's going to be very interesting is to see whether that Ndamani Kekana partnership can be made into a proper one, because Cupido, of course, is back, and then also he had been the starting guy up to for much of the season up to his injury, and then before that you also had Abu Johannes coming in and having cameos. So Kekan and Ndamane are being trusted. Mudawa and Mudiba obviously fixtures. Mudiba already showing that he does love playing that ball into that box for Ulion. So you're going to see him marauding quite a bit on that side. Now, Mokwena, unfortunately at times he's put under so much pressure in that midfield because he's having to do a lot, especially with Allende sitting on the bench. The moment that Allende is sitting on that bench, you know that Santos is not going to give you the defensive cover. He's probably going to give away quite a few fouls. So you're going to see Mokwena really coming alive there, but I think this does allow Adams to help him out quite a bit, and then you will see Sales, if Sales can play that 10-ish type of role to get Matthews and Leon in behind. So let's see what's going to happen. Nuno was a better option to pass to by Mudiba. I don't trust Cupido, says Nechi. Even OT, the formation used by Sundowns 3-4-3 is the same formation that got United to 15th in the Premier League. Pastor John Stereophonic marking register. Welcome, my brother. Welcome. Yes, there is VAR. So the knockouts is where VAR comes in. But remember, if I'm not mistaken, the VAR, Yadi knockouts, doesn't include things like goal line technology. So there are levels to this VAR thing. And as we saw with Mamelodi Sundowns and Yanga last year, goal line technology is not there. They've got a couple of things that aren't quite there. It's a Fandenom. P says easy win. Zunaid, welcome. Guys, what do you think about the score? What is the score going to be? Can you please tell me there in the comments how you feel it's going to be? Wendy, the sounds are back, Wendy. Yeah, the sounds are back. I was struggling. I got a new cable, luckily, and everything was sorted. But get there.
Hey! Stunya Sikai, Stunya
Sikai, we're back. Ooh, that playing out from the back. Sundowns, that playing out from the back. This team feels like a lesser MC Alger. I'm not saying MC Alger is a bad team. I'm just saying that they're not quite on the level. Wendy says 2-0 Sundowns. Fananom says we need more than 3. Stereophonic says 1-0 Sundowns. Shana, thank you for the follow. I hear Chiefs has opened a case against fan spokesperson. You see, I'm just gonna touch on that. You see. Oh, sis! Shine Labantu. Shine Labantu, please.
Guys, lan disappoint and elevatowa hole.
Shine Labantu, guys.
Awukhonahali shem.
That man just tried the Lilepo for no reason on the right-hand side. A shot from the west angle. We saw them try to build on the other side, and they overcooked the pass. Sundowns, Shine Labantu, please. Shine Labantu. Hauna batumo. If Sundowns doesn't win this game heavy, how about tomorrow? Look at that. Yo! Okay, yeah, so I was saying, KB, this is why I'm saying, and I'm just going to touch on this for a little bit. This is why I'm saying, don't ever be a martyr for people. They're busy matching, they're doing all the stuff. I got DMs from people wanting me to spread the stuff and whatever. Now look, when action is taken, we won. So don't ever become a martyr for people. I heard the rumors. I can't confirm anything. I haven't seen anything. So if it is true that somebody has charges put on them, I care. This is what happens. Thoughts on Baxter? Guys, Reshabile Sundowns, guys. We'll deal with other things on Monday, man. Ow. Soon Sundowns will have the most fans in SA. Hey, Nechi, I don't know, man. I don't know. Mara Grant is doing the job, eh? Oh, Grant is doing the job on social media. I see, Manani, Sundowns. 9 minutes in, it is 0-0. I hope Sundowns doesn't play down to the level of Stade Malien because they are a little bit sloppy right now. And this does look like a training game. I'm not gonna lie. Talking about Kaizer Chiefs is depressing. It's so depressing. It's so depressing. I don't want to speak about Kaizer Chiefs. Oh, I don't want to speak about Kaizer Chiefs. So guys, let's talk about other things, please.
Chairperson, can I get healthy questions?
Chairperson, can I get healthy questions, please? Protect me, Chair. Okay, here comes Mamelodi Sundowns. Oh, Aubrey just can't get to that ball. Abby says, I hope Mamelodi Sundowns wins. We already have Bongs. Kana Bongs is you guys. Hey, Bongs is trying to make us fight. Chiefs, there's a lot of breaking news. Remind me of Trump. Why is this team sitting back? Are they here for a draw? I don't think they're good enough to go forward. I don't think they're good enough. This thing of playing Fridays. Is it really forced that Mamelodi Sundowns has to play Fridays? Or is it just to accommodate the league? Because apparently the Bulls apparently are playing tomorrow. And this is why this game is on a Friday. Is this true, Masandawana? Can anybody confirm that? Let me just check. Yeah, Blue Bulls are playing tomorrow with the Stormers. When I tell you guys, not that you guys are, the teams have come together. Tate Motsepe owns 33% of the Bulls. Him and Johan Rupert have put together a consortium that bought 66% of the Bulls, last I checked. So that's why. But their clinical says fun enough. Not really, they don't score. 5 goals, 2 conceded in their group stages. In 13 games in their league, they've only scored 8 goals. They've conceded 10, so they've got a -2 in their league. They conceded 4 on the 4th of March. That was the last game that they played. They conceded 4. It is to accommodate the league. It's true. We need our slaughterhouse, and there's a rugby match tomorrow. There we go. We know that the 3 Lions of England, now the team is 3 crocodiles. Hey, Bongs, mokwena. So please understand. Me and Tebza saw the logo and were like, yo, mokwena musban. Anyway, ball played in. Can they get the cross? Nah, no, Paris fans, I'm sure they want us to lose, says Abby. Crazy T says they're clinical on set pieces. Schizo says, why does the broadcasting look more clean when the Bulls play in the same stadium? Schizo, it's different broadcasters. I'm not sure if the deal is still the same, but New World TV are the guys that run broadcasting for CAF games. So even Supersport and any of the broadcasters, they all get it from one place, if I'm not mistaken. Please correct me if I'm wrong. So they don't have control over that. Maybe with the Bulls and them, because they've got control, it's become similar to a PSL match or things like that. But anyway, here comes a free kick for Stade Malien. Let's see how heavy they are, how strong they are with the set pieces after we've just been told about that. There in the comments, let's see. I feel Sundowns is playing too many long balls. Sundowns must relax. Way too much rush. That's why what you're afraid of is that Sundowns starts playing to the level of their competition. Oh, that was actually almost a very clean set piece. Wow, they're actually, okay. They've got something on set pieces. The quality is not bad. Which channel? I'm watching on SABC 3. You can watch on SABC Plus as well. Guys, I've got a video at SABC Plus. Can you please just go to my profile and like it and comment? Please, please. I said please. No, that set piece was actually pretty dope. I've never seen a set piece like that. Two fake runners, ball played short. If they just played it through. Hey, someone must steal these things, man. Sundowns is so far away from each other. Like I always say, the hallmark of a game like this is how good a team is going to do is how far they are. At this point, Sundowns hasn't really been able to put the ball down and actually control the game. And I feel like they're playing towards Stade Malien's, look at that. Guys, I don't know about two more guys. But they're gaining confidence. Position erring. No, I'm watching on TV. I'm watching on TV speaker. My TV is behind the camera. Us OP fans, we don't hate watch. Lemaka, GNU's together. The GNU.
The GNU will not last long.
Easy win from Sundowns, says Prati. Funny thing, this team dresses like an English national team. Maybe that's where they got it. You never know, Pele. There's nothing new under the sun. Very easy to copy these things. Actually, let's see, when was this team formed? Because you could be joking, Kante, they're older than Sundowns even. Stade Malien. It was founded in 1958. Also, it's actually older than Sundowns. 1958, Malian team sports club based in Bamako. One of two dominant clubs of Malian football. The Eastern Bamako training grounds host other sports, including a successful basketball club. Oh, okay. Nicknames LeBlanc, Lestat, Lestadians, eh? Ground started 26 miles, Bamako, capacity 50,000. Okay. It's an old club, older, 12 years older than Sundowns. 3-1 to Sundowns, says Nuku Fitness. No GNU today. Yeah, the match has already started. That timer is live, guys. The timer that's here is actually live. Williams is showing some problems here. I think so far what I'm disappointed with Sundowns is that Badala Tum. They haven't been able to really control the game. And I think that's where Bo Santos, for me, that's where they lack a little bit. And what you'd like to see, in my eyes, what you'd like to see is, and why Allende is so important, is that it gives you that escape pass, that extra pass. But Adams is a good addition. Adams, for me, is a lot like Umbata, but you need like an Allende who just keeps it ticking, who opens up to that extra pass. Because I know Sundowns fans always say when he's on the pitch, he back passes, or whatever, but that is very key to at least Sundowns keeping the game under control. Right now, I feel like they're playing too much of this, and it's not working out for them. They must. SABC Plus app. SABC Plus app. Bumpatits, guys. They actually paid. SABC Plus app. That's where you can watch it for free. You can download it free and watch it free. If you can't get the app, you can go to sabcsports.com. Okay, here comes a corner for Mamelodi Sundowns after Williams was just on the ground a bit. Nechi says Santos is slow. Yeah, well, that's what I'm saying. I think you have to decide what role Santos is going to play. Because for me, he is a deep line playmaker that he has a pretty pass that he can put in. Oh, there goes a free kick routine from Sundowns, a corner routine from Sundowns. He has a pretty pass, like he can find the pass. But the problem is, if you put him in transition, like I said in the beginning, he's going to get a lot of fouls because he's slow and he's going to be dragging people. So it's going to be interesting to see how he fits in. Maybe it is a case that he has to push up a little bit and Adams be the more defensive one. But yeah, Sales, we are short, especially, not Sales, Santos are short, especially in the build-up. Bong says the game is slow. They need Mkhulise. I don't know, Abu. No, I'm not allowed to speak about Mkhulise, so I'm not going to speak about Mkhulise. I think Mkhulise looked good when he came in at the 6, a couple of games. I did advocate for him to come in if you are going to rotate this team, but it doesn't seem like he's trusted. But he's not a eating tool. I think Matthew should be playing on the left and Morena on the right-hand side. Says Khomolemo. It just looked pretty, but towards the end, it didn't make sense about positioning. Sundowns is rushing. Zunaid, Sundowns is rushing. What is Mudiba doing, Mara? Mudiba, where did you put the ball for a corner? Well, that's like it looked pretty, but it wasn't really it. But anyway, another corner for Mamelodi Sundowns. I feel like they just need the one goal. If they can get the one goal, I think the gates will open. Corner goes all the way through. Malin is going to try and... Oh, they just gave the ball back. Hi, guys. Yo,
Yay! Yay! Yo! Yay! Yo! Yay! Hey! Yo! Yo!
Oh, hi, Matthews. Guys, Matthews King. What does he need? Because Matthews, decision making. Nah, man. This game is so frustrating. This game is so frustrating. Why is William always out of the box? One mistake and it's over. No, not against these guys. Not against these guys. Spy 2. Relaxa, boy. Relaxa. The keeper has to come a long way to you. Relaxa. How do you feel about him playing on the right? Just tell me who you'd like me to go speak about there. 3 corners in 30 seconds, says Bongs. George, welcome. Pitso. They need to control. They're playing like Chiefs. Wow.
Camera. Why don't you ask positive questions? Something nice or something.
Wow. Lonabo. Ow. That's why Sundowns is rushing. They want the goal, then the game begins. No, but at least, there's rushing, there's being in a hurry, and there's rushing. And I feel like Sundowns is rushing. I don't know if you get me. I'll put it like this. When you walk through Johannesburg CBD, you can't rush. You can't rush. Actually, no? Yeah, you can't rush, but you must be in a hurry, if that makes sense. This just feels like they're just playing randomly here. Sundowns win. Uthola 7,000 Pradi. Ubechile. The thing is, Mamelodi Sundowns scores, they relax after scoring. What an opportunity for Tesh. Matthews Bamloil. Nechi, I'm sure. Linnam there. Bamloil, Tesh. He couldn't have. Matthews needs to see a Sangoma. How is Matthews still at Sundowns? That Matthews, everything but the final touch. He must just be a decoy guy. Hey, sleep, buddy. How low blowing Galilo. How are you doing, Tins? Sales is flat lately. I don't think he's flat, Van der Norm. I don't think Sales has a position. So I would have thought that Sundowns would be looking to do just the basic sort of 4-3-3 that they were doing with Ribeiro, where maybe Sales would be the 10 with 2 runners in front of him. But it feels like they want to play him in between the 10, sort of like between the 10 and the 8. When he goes to the 10, he bumps into whoever the striker is, but then when he goes into the 8, Adams is looking at him. So I think it's just a case of Sales doesn't know where to run to. The moment you take out a Santos, let's say, and there's space in the midfield, then he starts to come alive and he wants to play those touches. But other than that, space is amhlola, man. Kabuyelo dominant in possession, always 75%. Yeah, and Bongs, Cedric Case told us that Chiefs is number 2 in the league. Dominant in possession, Kaizer Chiefs. Number 2. It wasn't him. It was the stats speaking. But it is Galaxy. Huelo, please keep us updated on what the score is that side. How are you doing, Tulani? Matthews needs his own special training. I still say he plays well with Allende. Yes, Van der Norm. Guys, why Sundowns fans, can you tell me in the comments, why don't you like Allende anymore? Like, what did Allende do? Was Leon a view once? I think Leon has a specific way to score. And if he doesn't get balls in that specific way, he goes missing. So if you play deep and you don't allow him to run in behind us, as Ufana Noban, Pirate Saling. One trick pony, very good trick, amazing trick, top class trick. But once you close that down, so if Aubrey can't get to the line and play the ball in, you won't see Leon. Don't talk about Chiefs, you may be arrested. Hey, Prati, eating tool. But also,
Do I regret what I said? No.
26 minutes, another corner kick for Mamelodi Sundowns. If you bet corners, you would have made a lot of money today. It's not that we don't like Allende, it's just that Munawa Chiscop hot too much right now. Sparks. Munawa Chiscop doesn't do the same job. Munawa Chiscop, he doesn't do the same job. That's my only criticism, is that if you watch Sundowns, they struggle to play that ball out and hold the ball and control the ball, because Munawa Chiscop obata go kry bolo alekakwa. That's why go dlala bo Modiba. You go up Kabo Mudau, you don't necessarily see that central play or those touches that Sundowns used to like. If you press Sundowns properly, you might get something. You have to love to hate football stats. XG. That man went on to SofaScore. Practice it, no, I'm going to show them. Stats mean nothing when Chiefs are 20 points behind Pirates. Hey, Prati is betting on Mexican League 3 football. Division 3. Tshwane FC. Okay, here we go. Sundowns putting it together. Hey, Santos. Oh, Nkosami Santos. Santos. You see that the cards, the little reckless fouls that he does. If he got the guy there, it would have been different. Oh, ball played across the face of Mamelodi Sundowns' goal. Let's see what Mudau can do here. Mudau stops the corner. Hey, Williams was almost caught there. Williams was almost caught. Hey, Sandile Santos. Always a card. Always a card. I bet on English Championship now. Okay. Okay, Bogs. Which team is your favorite that side? True, these players, they tackle and what they always do, picking up unnecessary cards. No, Sive, and it's unnecessary, but also it's cards that they're picking up because they get caught out. The one thing about Sundowns here, Caruso, they don't mind throwing a lot of players forward. Like, they don't mind jumping forward with a lot of people. The problem is the moment you lose it, it's only Tebza really that can help you, because Mudiba and Mudau are probably out of position a lot of the time. So they have to take one for the team, and Santos always takes one for the team, but he's reckless. I'd say be dark arts, man. I'd say be dark arts. It's almost like he gets frustrated. I'm sure he's one of those guys that you can get into his head. Oh, the way Santos doesn't want to pass Mudiba. I bet on UEFA plus Europa League plus this one, then 7K. Okay. You must teach us. No. Can I be honest, Lilo? I think when the Spanish gents are all playing together, not Spanish, Portuguese, when the Portuguese and Spanish and South American / European guys get together, they look good, but they struggle when they're thrown in hanyane. So if Resinho, Santos, Allende, Sales, they always look good together. Bongs is going broke. I feel like Sundowns coach is really liking really killing Reina's momentum in goal scoring. It's actually funny. I was making this joke that for some reason, whenever coaches arrive at Sundowns or whenever coaches take over, they don't like Reinas. Like my coach Mangoba says, obviously he's the one that asked for Reinas, according to him. But Liena, he had put Reinas on the bench for a lot of the season. So it's almost like they need to warm up to Reinas, even though I know there was last year and he did a lot of work for Caruso. But it's like they need to warm up to him every season. We need a goal here ASAP in order to control this game. Imagine this team scoring, playing like this. Well, imagine this team drawing. That's all they want, really. They look great, but they're not effective. Peto, busy, but not effective. Santos is not passing Mudiba. Luntemet, Santos is not passing Mudiba. I don't know what's going on there, but every time he's choosing to go directly to Sales instead of going out wide to Mudiba. And Mudiba is almost always alone on that side. Almost always. But Lenak is star player. But one thing I can tell you, Stade Malien is not a good quality team. I know we'll say Champions League group stages, but they're not. Guys, please tap the screen, tap the screen, tap the screen. Remember, I'm looking for 25K likes. So if you please tap the screen. Shout out to Imvelo Heke, shout out to Tiki Tiki, shout out to Crazy T and Wendy for the gifts. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Where a weird sound, guy. Guys, is there a weird sound that's being made here on my live? Please let me know. How do you see Sundowns? I think Sundowns just needs to calm down and pass the ball, play the ball, relax. Santos was making, pass. Oh, what a pass. Oh, what a pass. That's not offside. Oh, what a pass. Sales. Was that Sales?
awukho nahali shem.
Yeah, it was off. Slightly off, Shem. Slightly. Oh, what a pass! What a pass, Sales. No, it's offside. It's offside. Slightly, but it's still offside. Okay, hey, Maravutlari, man. They're gonna call you. They're gonna say, "Mametseka." Okay, Imvelo Heke is also saying that Stade Malien are struggling domestically. Yeah, they're number 8 domestically. Number 8 domestically. Oh, really? Oh, sorry. Are they going to VAR? Let's see. Because the defenders did try jump it last minute. Yeah, it's off, guys. Has to be off. But let's see what VAR will say. Sales is contender for player of the year. Now when I tell you guys, I remember saying that Sales, we are underestimating him. But Chiefs. No, that's actually true. According to the research, it's one of the 2 big teams from Mali, but they've been struggling. No, let's see. I don't know. We'll see. Is it given? Okay, they've given it. Mamelodi Sundowns has gone 1-0 up. Guys, please let me know. Those who are watching on SABC, do you feel the difference? Because SABC and DSTV, sometimes there's an issue. I'm just trying to check something here. I'm on TV. What's happening now? Okay, something's happening with my TV. Sorry. I just gotta fix something. Onansen Kalile Masanda Wananan. Okay, I'm gonna switch to SABC. 37 minutes in, Mamelodi Sundowns 1-0. Let me just update the score. Sales with a through pass. What a pass! What a pass from Sales through to Mudau, who then scores. We waited for VAR there a little bit. Kante, via Africa, they don't show it. They don't show the people throwing the lines. Then I don't know. I'm sorry, guys. Dovu from Arrows, player of the season. Might as well say Junior Dion. Okay, I've switched again. For you to say Pirates is the best, let them prove themselves in the Champions League. No, I didn't say Pirates is the best. Tyler, when did I say Pirates is the best? The hate watch is not going well, says Lonwabo. Unyakadi Lions. We go forward, says Samgelo. No one is talking about Mudiba's tackles here. Finally, Mudau scores. The last time he scored was the first game of the World Cup. Guys, I'll never tomorrow. There's no people here. Heaven. OT, I've decided I'm leaving Chiefs. I'm going to Sundowns. I'm leaving Chiefs. I'm going to Sundowns. La Badumella. Sundowns fans, are you going to allow these new fans that want to jump in that are leaving? To jump back into, to jump to Sundowns. How are you guys feeling about gaining some new fans there from Chiefs? Yo!
Yabona namhlanje. Yes. Fanele xa sibona umuntu xa sibona iSundowns sithi bhuti kuyo. Today. Sundowns ndibethe laxola so ndiphinde ndiyidelele.
Yo! Hebana. Oh, okay, Tyler. Yeah, I was about to say, Tyler. Now we don't want them. Abahambe. Pirates is not the best if you take those players to Chiefs. You'll see true cows. Mudau deserves to be the most paid player in SA, says Real Talk. Okay. Let's do this. I'm gonna give you 3 names. Then I want you guys to rank them. Ne? By importance. Go Sundowns. Mudau, Mokwena. Who should I add? Sales. Mudau, Mokwena, Sales. I'm just going to use Sales as the third one. Rank them for me. 3, 2, and 1, please. Could never stay in it, Kunzi says at some point the Sundowns must lose, man. It was annoying now. Schizo says I decrease all 57 of us. Mudau can barely cross. He doesn't cross. And what's funny is that when he does cross, some things tend to happen. Sundowns that support today. No, I'm just saying rank the 3 of them, please. Rank the 3 of them. 3, 2, 1. 1 Mudau, 2 Mokwena and Sales. Wow. Damn, you guys, okay. No. Number 3, number 2, number 1. 3rd place, 2nd place, 1st place. Mudau, Mokwena, Sales. Mudau, Sales, Mokwena. 1 Mokwena. Mudau is like Kyle Walker from Timo. Wow. Mudau, Mokwena, Sales. Mudau, Mokwena, Sales. Wow. Okay. Wait, actually, let me see if I can't run a poll. I hope it doesn't break. It doesn't break the system. Let me see. Hello, whenever I click on, oh, there we go. Am I jumping already? Guys, 42 minutes. Mamelodi Sundowns leads Stade Malien 2-1. Reproduce content. Why are they saying, as a TikTok now sometimes? Okay. I'm gonna run a poll. Now. Sales number down. Okay. I'm running a poll. I haven't done this in a long time. I'm running a poll. Please, you can vote. You'll see a little blue ticker, a little blue thing sticking up. I want to get from you guys on TikTok, who's the most important Sundowns player for you. So I've got Sales, I've got Mokwena, I've got Mudau, I've got Williams. Those are the 4 I've included in the poll. Feel free to vote. And then we will come back and check the results as we go along. Hi, man. Sales with the shot there. Game is boring though. They're just kicking the ball without a plan. Stellenbosch 1-1. TS Galaxy says Khalifa. Guys, I'm sorry. TikTok is saying that they want to ban me. So on the screen, I think it's going to be in the top left corner of your screen, or near the top. There's going to be a little blue thing. It looks like a blue notepad that popped up, or wherever it is. Just get it there. That's where it's going to be. Williams, goalkeeper Williams. Oh, yeah, there's a poll currently running. So far, Mudau and Mokwena. Okay, Mudau has gone ahead in the poll. Mudau scored. But yeah, I love VAR. No, I just put Williams in because I get over the past few years, people are telling us that now is the most important, is key to the build-up. He's like an extra player. We're going to do this, we're going to do that. Oh, Lonabo with a hot take. Machuludi is better than Mudau. It's just Mudau is better defensively. Okay, currently Mudau is leading with 14 votes. Mokwena with 12. Sales has 4 votes. Williams has 3. Yay! Okay, they haven't said how much time added on, but oh, there we go, 4 minutes added on. Let's see if Sundowns can't get something here. Oh Tesh, oh Tesh, oh Tesh, oh Tesh. Aubrey, ah, oh, save, goalkeeper, Tesh. Oh Tesh. Mara Santos doesn't look like a team player. Santos doesn't look like a team player. Santos doesn't look like a team player at all. Yo, he gets so angry. Wow. I shouldn't have ran the poll before. Fullbacks that are shy to cross in big 2026 for position. Yo, Matthews. Dash. So you guys are not going to be able to gift me because TikTok says I'm reproducing content. Wow. Adile happy. Oh, guys, are we 35 votes in total? Only 35 votes. When are we taking Tesh to the river? No, I've been saying. Tesh needs the river. Tesh needs something. Or at the very least, and Tate Motsepe must put him in the car. Tate Motsepe must put him in the car. And Tate Motsepe must take him to Moria, ka Easter. We all know where Tesh must go. No, Tesh is Muslim, kan. Khanye, man. Lapo, the coach, loves him. Shem Matthews is Modi, and the spirit of visual freeze put together. Let Munyani stop the splash, my boy. Lonabo. Lonabo, you're being flagrant today. Yo, today you're in it today.
Sesiyajwayelana manje. Sesiyajwayelana manje. Ngathi zingane. No, lingayenzi lento. We must respect each other.
Santos's body language, man. Santos's body language. But Tesh needs a Zulu Rolex. You have to wear glasses because inga panda. Okay, Tesh look at Taelo. Letom nusa Taelo. Why is it Taelo? Yo. Why did they even buy? This Sundowns, that doctor said they're weak. Princess Wenanje. Oh, guys, according to the poll, Mokwena and Mudau are now tied, 15 apiece. 15 votes apiece. Plate. Ah, Sailor Fapos, Sailor. Leon is waiting. Oh, Leon Lena Kwatile. Guys, is there beef? Is there beef between the South African and the non-South African players here? Yo, the way Leona Kwatile Nkateng, I understand Mudau should have played that ball across. But to go and kick balls outside, Santos busy remonstrating when Mudiba can't get the ball to a certain place. Maybe it's something small. Mokwena now leading the poll, 17 votes. Tashnis Muriri, we need to convert these chances. He's better than Dupreez from Skipper Mafals FC. Sundowns training ground already looks like, I don't know. It's not beef, it's passion. No, Shambe, I hear you, and you're probably right. I'm just looking at this thing and I'm going, wow, the way some of the players are reacting. They don't react that way when it's certain, but it's fine. Maybe it's something small. Maybe it really is just frustration, sorry. Maronza. Anguzwa mara Maronza, anguzwa Maronza.
Oti,
there we go.
Can you hear
there
me?
We go. I can hear you now. Maronza, welcome and welcome back. Wangena nge-Sundowns, awungeni ibhakani yamalimnandi. Awungikhumbuli ibhakani yamalwina uMaronza akangikhumbuli uloku uyacelebrate.
Mara ngisangise stadium Oti. Mara ngibone wonder wathi bantu phezulu ngibona ngathi se stadium. Now I think next time I'll go in the stadium Oti. I think it would be nice.
Maronza,
But now
1-0 halftime. Mudau scored. How do you feel about this game, man?
Oti, it's like watching Chiefs versus Maggies. No. Okay, it is like watching Maggies versus let me see. I need the bottom there. Pansily. Somewhere pansily. No pants. Honestly speaking, Oti, it's like, I don't know, man. I'm going to pay us. I feel like Sundowns, right? Their body language is like, you know, when you go to play a team that you don't know, right? And you over prepare. Okay. You over prepare, but when you get to the field of play, when you get there, and you find a total opposite of what we are looking for. Do you understand me?
Yeah. No, I hear you.
By doing so, when they get there, they find something different to say, man, you know, you find that they didn't have records of the team or footages and all those things, like they were over prepared. Because when they get there, it seems like simple. Because when you look at the game, Oti, I don't know how to put it, but it is so easy. But Sundowns started to rush, and when they rush, they do mistakes which are schoolboys mistakes and all that. That's what I hate about over preparing when you go to a game like this.
Is it Maronza? Is it over preparing, or could it be that sometimes now you find that game because you take it for granted or you play it at a lower level?
Correct, something like that. It's like when you over prepared. Come on. It's like when you over prepared, right?
Guys.
It's like Oti when you over prepared, ne? When you get to the game, it changes how you feel about it, and you start to be an ordinary team also. Okay. Do you understand me? That is the problem. That is what I saw. Not take nothing away from Sundowns. They're the best team. They can play football, but today they're over prepared, and when they get there, they find something different. That's why, hence, now when they're playing, it seems like when's Agalan? They're just kicking. When's Agalan? Manje Matthew's in. Like Matthew's supposed to shine in this game, Oti. Matthew's supposed to be shining. To be honest, let's be honest. If it was somebody different, right? We're supposed to be talking about 3-0, 4-0 in this game. Do you understand me? Because The other thing, the other player that I saw, I don't want, is that everything has changed. The tactics have changed. Everything has changed. Like, this is not the Sundowns that we know because of that.
For time, Marons, I'm gonna come back for time because it's a half time. I'm gonna come back and ask for changes in prediction. Let me go to Bongs. Bongs, Sandawana Lelicha. First game is the Sandawana fully. How are you feeling about the game? Oh, Bongs.
Ne, slow game in serious.
Yeah.
One good OT. Yeah, no, Kiriki slow game in Yana at the moment, but there are moments where Sundowns are having chances. But I can't complain about the same thing each and every week. Motaung needs to cross. Because there's a time when Motaung will try a ball in the position where I try to cross, I cross a like the way I scoring got them, fine, score really. But the second chance, I can't concede this time around instead of just running the ball until Baba in the box trying to get a foul, which was not good for me because I don't like to see Motaung do such things. Motaung needs to cross the ball, but don't cross the ball. Then there's Matthews on the other side. We complain about Matthews all the time. Matthews, have to improve on his final touches. And I don't know why, Uti. Yes, Uti.
But then, Bongs, what do you say about that midfield with Nuno Santos, Sales is in there, you've got Adams, you've got Mokwena. They haven't been really playing.
I feel like midfield Sundowns, it's not leaking. I don't know it. Like when you just said it, it looks like keep beefy between the new guys and the old guys. Sundowns, they are not gelling like a team ever. Some players want to play their own thing. The others want to play the way that they were taught when they came to Sundowns.
Okay. Bongs, let me just
Yes,
jump in. I'm going to come back. Let me go to Tyler. Tyler, welcome to the show. 1-0, how are you feeling?
Hey, OT, Noah. Good evening, guys. Hope you all well. OT, man. I think that thing, even ourselves when we were growing up, in a team, you are best friends, and you want to pass one another a ball, everything has to pass. And then even if when there's a player in front of you, you want to pass your friend, you want to dominate you and your friend. I'm seeing that between Santos and Sales. Sales will want to find Santos. Santos will want to find Sales. Like, even if Modiba is on the side, Sales will want to turn. Like Modiba's got all the space to penetrate. No, Sales turn to find Santos. Or Santos turn to find Sales. And now we're seeing this beef as you are now. You only saw it later. But no, why are they now agitated when one is not passing them the ball? When one of the guys is not... So there's something they need to sort it out. This is Champions League, Baba. You can't come with that attitude here. It's going to show, there's going to be fragmentations in the team. It's going to show and you won't win this thing. So they need to sort it out. Whatever that is between them, they need to sort it out because it's displaying now in front of us. We are not fools. We can see what's happening. I think the tactics is the coach. First half, they didn't work. Having Adams as a 6 does not work. You get the best of Adams as an 8. Because you have Mokwena now playing as an 8, and you find him on the side, you are not getting the best of Mokwena. Play Adam as an 8. That's how you are getting goals out of Adams. Now they're changing the tactics, they make him as a 6. And he's losing balls there most of the time. Play him as an 8. You get the best out of the boy. I like his touch. I like that boy. He's well groomed. His football is expensive, that boy. But they put Matthews. They tried to put Matthews on the right hand side, with to play with Said. Then they realized, no, it's not working. Then they moved him next to Motiba, and that's how now they were able to play. But after a goal, they allowed this team to have balls. Now they are defending back. They need to watch the attitude, Nuno Santos. They need to watch his attitude, man. He must not throw tantrums when people passing other people and he doesn't get balls. As well as that Leon. They are both attitudes. They are not okay. They need to watch their attitudes. That's not good. They are professional players. Please. This is South Africa. They must not come here with those attitudes. So yeah, Uchi, I think over and above, Hugo Bros is there. He's watching Kekana. And I'm sure he's regretting why he's not taking Kekana and take CBC over Kekana. CBC is Nkomo. Simple as that. Sure, Uchi. Paris people must come.
What's happening? Guys, can you still hear me?
Can hear you loud and clear, OT.
What is happening?
No, I'm just saying, OT. CBC cannot replace Ulun Kekan. That can't happen. It can't happen.
It is happening.
No, CBC is a nothing.
Welcome.
OT. Yabona mine now maguso people have fathers, let them fight. We father is being given money, so no, we are good. People that have fathers today are playing a weak team. The father made the thing to happen so that this team plays a weak team, but they are complaining week in and week out instead of focusing and playing games. So one father is in the upper body, the other is in the local one, and they pretend as if they don't have a father. Look at the plumbers they got here. But coming into the game, OT, look, it's the Sundowns that is grinding results, man. Nothing much. It looks like that's Sundowns that wants to grind results and go away and do something. After all, I don't think this team will give them any problems. Yes, they will say this is a Champions League, blah, blah, blah. But this team it's not here, man. So they just want to grind results. I think we need to start to see more of Mokwena, Adams playing more. I'm so worried about, not worried, but we could interpret what the North Americans are doing as passion. But what if Mudau does not see it as like that, where Mudau doesn't interpret it as passion, but they spend time together, they know each other, but there's certain reactions where it might, because at the heat of a game, I might feel somehow about it. I think those reactions need to be dealt with as early as possible. But other than that, we need to start seeing more of the midfielders playing, your Adams, your Mokwena, being involved in the game before we go wide, because I think we go wide a lot. Don't worry, I think Motsepe needs to speak to His Grace, the Right Reverend B.E., to just lay hands on Matthews. Islam and ZCC, they're not far apart in terms of beliefs and what they do. They are close to each other. Maybe if the Right Reverend can lay his hands in Yana, the man can score. But personally, OT, I will say, I don't mind we'll have a player like Matthews, because you don't know when he will score,
Yeah.
You don't know when the luck, when he does everything right. He's just tend to be unfortunate. So I think that's why I'm in. I just want to see more of the midfielders playing, and others just keep quiet and just be proud of their father for giving them this team.
Okay. Guys, I don't know what's happening because on my side, things are jumping. But it's okay. Maronza changes prediction for the second half?
OT, actually, I think there's not much they can do in this game. What's happening? I don't think there's much they can do in this game, But I feel like, just to play simple, For the changes, I'm not sure from the bench, but because I didn't see the bench or the whole bench. Actually, I was trying to read it now, and then Yeah, Suga. But what I can say is that Sundowns needs to relax, man. They just need to relax. And also, one thing that I can tell you is that VAR must be from the beginning of the tournament must be in. Hayi uthi ngeke uthi amanye amateam afike kanjani kuma quarter final angeke bafethu. Hayi khona. Uthi there's nothing to do. I feel Sundowns just needs to relax. If Salin is there, give him a chance. You know, Champions League. I think he can do better than what he's doing today. And Shishigabala, you know, give him so that he can maybe stabilize that the midfield or bring that leadership in the middle of the park. You know, as much as they're saying, I think Bukhari talk about playing from wide all the time, taking the ball to the sides and all that. Why can't you play? You know, sometimes OT to win the game is easy. Just play from the back. You know, try to make to pull them out of the zone, bring them into the center, play those balls behind them. Simple as that. Use those space, man. I think sometimes understand. Bye-bye, OT.
No, the score prediction.
OT 2-0 is on. It's the 3-0. OT 2 goals will still coming.
Okay.
I said 3-0 OT. 3-0 OT. Yeah.
Bongs changes prediction.
Gee, I'd rather take out Matthews for Reyners than I'd also put in Zwan.
Score.
Can you hear me, Oti? Right. And 3-0 Mamelodi Sundowns, Cabo Yellow, the Brazilians.
Wahambu bongs. Tyler, changes prediction.
Which one now in your profile pic, Bongs? Which one is this one now? Hey, Bongs.
Keep big brother. Hey, Bongs were confused.
No,
Yeah, man.
okay. No, you're watching Baroka now versus Sundowns. Sundowns should beat these people, but if they allow them into the game, it's going to be difficult for them too. You won't get Tebuko to play and Adams to play because they are not playing in rightful position. You want them to play how? Because they are not playing in their rightful position. Swap them, then you get the best out of them. You will get them to play. That's it. Let's watch the game. Thank you, OT.
Thank you, Tyler. Bukhari changes prediction.
Look, for now, hey, Bongs wants a step further, but it's fine. Go get a step further, Bongs. So for the game, OT. for the game, look, I will keep it the way it is for now. Maybe later on, try to introduce Umshishi and maybe I'm not sure if Shaluli is in the bench, but maybe Shaluli. I don't know, man. For me, Sundowns doesn't matter who they introduced in this game, but I'll keep it the same for a while, and maybe later on, maybe I can bring in other players like your Reyners, your Umshishi, your Shaluli, maybe. In fact, just to be spicy, remove all the North American and bring in all South African, and we finish the game the way we want. But let's see how it goes, man. I don't think there's any sub that to be made now. Maybe as the game continues, definitely you could introduce someone. But I'm proud of Sales, man. Sales doing well. Sizobona ngabo labanye, but yeah.
Okay. As we see Mudau skying that ball, how?
Oh, Yay! Yo! Yay! Yo! Yay! Hey! Yo! Yo!
Hi guys, no guys. Mudau just guide the ball, and then Stade Malien was on the counter now. Look, the only thing that Sundowns should be worried about, I think, in this game right now, is that if Stade Malien was a little bit better, I think they cause a lot of problems. They would cause a lot of problems for Sundowns. They lack that final ball. They lack a little bit of that composure of the bigger teams. They lack those type of things. So that's the only thing Sundowns really has to look out for, because any other team, you're probably punished at times, or at the very least put into a tough place. In terms of the attack, I just saw that setup that they wrote down on the team sheets on the CAF side. Essentially, they're trying to say that Sundowns is playing a 3-2-4-1. Even though it does look more like a 4 at times at the back, and Umudau, sometimes it's just a 2 because Umudau pushes up. And I think the management of space might be a little bit of a tough thing for Sundowns here, even though now they're tearing this team apart in terms of finding the spaces. But the gap between the defense and the midfield, upper and lower midfield, is a little bit too far. It's a little bit too far. Very effective when they do get into the half and they do get into the more attacking spaces. The overloads do help you move around. But then before that, like now, just previous here, because that space is so big, trying to get the ball into those spaces is a little bit tough when STADE Malien is sitting back. So very, very interesting game this. I still feel like Haunabatu, STADE Malien. And I think Sundowns is just handbraking themselves right now, honestly speaking, against this team. Okay. You see, everybody's inside and in behind. 5 players inside and in behind. It makes it tough on a 1v1 basis. And those are the fouls I was speaking about. The breakaway fouls on counters. That's what you look after, right? So this play that happened right here. Remember I told you guys about the fouls where when you are caught out or when they win the ball back, you don't have the adequate cover. So people now have to try and take one for the team. And that is what you saw there. Say, Santos could have had one too. Still, Dakatsi, it's fine. It is okay. But yeah, you play a better team. I don't know if that's what it is. Hey, ball almost all the way through, cleared there by Sales for a corner. They need to win by big margins, says Klamu. Not necessarily. The only thing that's scary is that Stade Malien is an older team. So it might be that when you go play them in Mali, you'll have the 12th man and things like that come into play. That's the only thing you have to really worry about. But in terms of quality, I don't think this Stade Malien team is that strong, to be fair. We need goals 2+, because we don't know how this team... Exactly, Masi. Exactly. Do you think Sundowns can get their second star? Zunaid, if they do, it's not going to be pretty. They're not going to get it from a pretty game. It's going to be the ugliest second star. The ugliest star you'll see. Sundowns, free header in the box. Number 34, Nkeng puts it to the side. I'm telling you. This team might not be that all the way there, but if Sundowns allows some of these things. Anyway, 3-4-3 is forcing us to play at the wing backs. No wonder we see Mdao playing this wing role. Oh, it will have to be ugly. You see what I'm telling you about the midfield and the gap between the midfield and the defense, especially in build-up. That's why I cry for Allende, personally. That's why I cry for Allende. For specifically that there's nobody who's got the extra pass. And now Tebza is doing things. Utebza does not build the ball, guys. Utebza, he does not build the ball. He's not a midfielder that builds the ball. Okay, here comes Stade Malien. So they keep losing the ball. The moment they get into the final third, the overload makes sense. The number of players that they have there, they do overwhelm very well, right? But if they lose the ball and are caught on transition on the counter, it's tough. Look, Damani wins the ball. There's nobody there to cover. There's spaces, guys. There's spaces. Another thing that annoys me is how the other SA teams performed this year. Leave us alone, guys. Hey, this is our meal. But you always encourage them to play urgently. Urgent and reckless are two different things, Tyler. Urgent and reckless are two different things. Look. Oh, Downs. The space, man. It's the space. Sundowns usually manages the spaces very well. Oh, 25K. Okay, let me open up, guys. Feel free to request. Andile, I know you were there. Here comes the other goal. Here comes another goal. Leon scores. Leon has scored. Leon has scored.
Parisute, sutera tsamaya. Sutera tsamaya. Sutera tsamaya. Sutera tsamaya. Arwina liki bar super kamenwana.
What's going on to your volume, OT? How's it?
Arwina kefe barwine ka utsotsi. Sutera tsamaya. Sutera tsamaya.
So guys, that's what Leon does. So that's why I said there's a specific type of game that Leon plays. The moment you allow yourself to be caught on the counter and you allow him to run onto balls that are played into the box, that's his best game. But he can't play when there's a disciplined team that's sitting back. So he's one of the best at that one thing. But he needs to be played in that one thing consistently for you to see the goals. But he's an incredible finisher. Incredible finisher. Matthew, welcome.
Yo, bro, OT.
What are you seeing? Sundowns 2-0, tied down. How do you feel about this game?
Yeah, well, I think this was long overdue. They should have been 3-0 up now.
Yeah.
And I don't see a discipline. I'm not impressed. As much as they are winning this game, I'm not impressed. I think Matthews utsamaela Kadoso dingaka. Yeah, Matthews mama ke makhweisene a mhlapisa ka something ma Muslim ya ana le thiba mhlapisang ka yona. Maybe uphathitse ka khomo or something I could say, but for me first half around 30 minutes therefore, because he doesn't really give us what we need. Let's see if he can score now. Born of course.
Never.
Why 1-2? So
1v1.
yeah, Matthew Sikinana unza itshwanela fela le Nico Mobia. But well, Mr. OT, Sundowns is gonna win this game as they are winning now. I'm not impressed. I think we need Saleng for Yana Matthew. Saleng could have done something better, could do a better job. Probably if we can add probably another striker, Reyners, to overload the striking and to make sure that we possibly Sundowns can win more than 3 goals here. And OT, whoever wants to leave Kaizer Chiefs, they are welcome. They can leave.
Wait, but before we go there, I want to ask you. You spoke about discipline. In a game like this, is discipline really needed when you know that the other team can't hurt you, or it's very hard for them to hurt you? And do you think that's the influence? Do you think that's what's happening here?
Yeah, I think Sundowns lately has had an issue of defense and holding, and it's in such games where we can see that if Sundowns was playing against Ahly and other teams here, they could have been probably 1-1 now, or probably something like that. So we can't leave other positions not attended. Something like that. So we can't leave, So yeah, I think they still need to have discipline at the back, know how to shut the back door. And Amane is doing a lone job there because there is no Kuli, so there's also not Modiba. So he's somehow alone. And Grant, I'm not sure what's going on with Grant, but he's Garaulo feel. Walofa Grant. Thank you, Mr. Oti.
Thank you, Math.
But let me prophesy.
Okay, prophesy.
Let me prophesy. Sundowns is going for CAF and is going for the league.
Yeah, but 2 double.
It's a double.
Yeah, okay. Hey, prophesy. Before I let Vutare in, I just wanted to say second goal scorer was Leon. So that's why earlier when I was asked about Nuno Santos, I said that Nuno Santos, he has a pass in him. Like he can pick a pass, he can play football. The only problem is that he's good at one thing really. Oh, it might be a penalty here. He's good at one thing really. But then when it's now time for him to maybe cover and do all of those other things, he struggles. So I think, yeah, that's very interesting. VAR taking it back now for a possibility of a penalty for that incident that was Matthews, that had Matthews there. Number 5 seems to drag Matthews. So it could actually be a penalty. It looks like a penalty. If it walks like a penalty, it talks like a penalty, it's a penalty. Oh, nothing. Oh, ref, nothing. Ref said no. Yo. Hey, Irvin Khoza is messing up the game, Kadal. Vutare. 2-0, corner, Stade Malien. Penalty disallowed. How do you feel about the game? 60 minutes in. Well, I know I spoke to you halftime, but how do you feel about it?
Look, I want to be honest with you, ne? I guess Sundown's father is not doing a good job. This, if it was any other referee, he was gonna. Yes, Matthews lost the ball there, but the hand dragging, that's a penalty. It's on the face, by the way.
Yeah.
The hand dragging. What if Matthew had an opportunity to kick by sliding or something? So again, people that know English, but King, it's up to the referee's discretion. So we don't have the discretion here. We are just mere people watching the game.
Can I just ask you? People say VAR's gonna fix. Is this maybe one of the examples where you say, I never, Leona, it doesn't matter?
Look, it will fix to an extent. Here's my thing. It will fix for mistakes, right? Because it gives you a second chance to look into the incident. But it's still up to the referee's interpretation. Can it
fix corruption? Alleged corruption. Can it fix corruption? Pella, if it's a brown bag, I can walk out there and do exactly what the ref did here and go, hi guys, no pen. What do you
look, to an extent, because obviously you can't deny obvious penalties. But for example, with handballs, you know that handballs these days, handballs are not a clear thing. Handball is about what the referee feels like for that day. Like, I've seen handballs where they are clear, but they'll be telling you it's a natural position. I don't know. How do you expect a player to balance when he's running? But the ball has hit the hand that is not even on the ground, the one that is high. So VAR does not. Before VAR gets perfect, most especially in South Africa, we're still gonna cry. That's my thing.
Now all I'm saying is, if the problem is brown bags that have been given to referees, let's say, I get people alleging those type of things. We just had a situation right now where VAR came out and VAR did whatever, and the ref said, "All right, guys, no, we're not doing this." So
exactly,
does it fix the brown bag thing? In PG Mall, we watch them overseas come out and apologize every day. In jail. But anyway,
I don't think it.
Yeah.
Look, it's not gonna fix. I've heard one day I was watching a press conference. A certain coach, he said there's other people that are working overtime to make a club called Mamelodi Sundowns not succeed in the Champions League. So maybe if in this one, it's an overtime, whether your father is the leader or not. People are working overtime. Maybe they went to a sangoma, they fussed you that you don't get penalties. But look, the game, for me, one thing I wanted to say before I jumped in, I think we went on a tangent, but one I wanted to say, Leon can't play facing the goalpost away from him. He can only play facing the pole. So one thing which maybe teams are not noticing is if the space between the goalkeeper and the defender is a bit tight, he's not gonna play. But now, if you open it wide where your midfielders see an opportunity to pass behind the defense, and then he will kill you any day, anytime. So I feel like that's where defenders need to know who. If it's Shalil, and then you can play this long high line where the goalkeeper does not have to come out, play as a sweeper. But if you have Leon as a striker, make sure that the distance between the goalkeeper and the defense, it's quite shorter for Leon to not to overuse that space. Because once he starts facing your goalpost, there's Omudiba that will put that pass your Obonzo. You are sliding, but the ball is passing, and then at any day, anytime, he will kill you. So for me, I think that's what he's good at. And for this game, man, it's not boring, it's not interesting. We're just watching the game that is happening, and I'm so disappointed by the referee, by the way. Maybe Ivan Khoza called him as well. We don't know. Agari is working overtime to make their life difficult. Like, how dare... I need to clear my mind. How dare a coach goes to a press conference and say there is people in this country making sure that we don't succeed? Like, where's professionalism there from a coach? Is it too hot now that they've told you, Morena, you lose, you're going? So you're trying to find excuses. You're trying to call fans towards you to say, nah, there's a certain club. Like, this guy went on, he did the Kaizer Chiefs stats thing to say, we played here, we played there, they never played. Look at me, look at Europe. I can't want to speak about Europe. Yeah, because I'm from Europe. Look at Africa. Yeah. My guy, we are not Africa, we are in the Southern Africa. Okay. That's why when you got here, they gave you a squad of 100 players where you can play 5 different games differently. Based on how you feel like doing. So stop complaining and play the game.
For time I want to jump in. Let me go to Masi. 66 minutes in, 2-0. We've seen penalty, controversy. We've seen all types of things. How do you feel about this? Game?
What I can say, OT, greetings everyone, is that I'm just happy that we're scoring. Yeah. There's this thing lately with Sundowns where it seems like we just don't score a lot of games. Even in CAF, like, we don't dominate teams. You will never see us beating people 3-0, 4-0, 5-0. It's like we just get that one goal, and then we become too comfortable, and then we forget that we don't know what's going to happen in the other leg. Yeah. These people can equalize. These people, like you said, they have a 12th man in the other leg. So we get too comfortable, and I feel like that's how we lost the final against Pyramids, when we drew that 1-0. I was there, I was sitting next to the goalposts Pyramid. When that goal came in, I was just defeated, and I remember saying, you know what, we've just lost the Champions League because we don't know what's going to happen when we get to Egypt. Okay, 2-0, some people might be like, it's comfortable, but I'm saying, if you guys can score more, dominate. It's not just because of this team, but also you're sending a message to the other teams. Yeah. When other teams can say, Esperance could not beat this team, but Sundown scored 3 goals, scored 4 goals, scored 5 goals. Even the mentality they'll be coming with Goloftas, it will be a mentality of a bit of fear. Okay, this is Sundown seems to be scoring these days. They have a Colombian striker that is finishing. Because one thing I can say, even with Bafana, we lack finishers in the teams. Yep. We have strikers, we have attacking midfielders, but someone who's going to step up and say, nah, I'm going to finish those. You see how Leon scored? That's what we need, Bafana. Someone who's going to say, I'm going to put in those tap-ins, I'm going to put in those small chances, not extraordinary goals, small, boring goals. I'm just going to make sure that they end up at the back of the net. that is something that we lack in a lot of teams in South Africa. Our players, as you always complain about, they want those fancy passes, fancy goals, and sometimes football is just about the simple things. So if the players can...
Yeah. No, go on, sorry.
No, I'm just saying, if our players can just stick to the simple things, score the third goal, score a fourth goal if we can, and then go to the second leg and also do the same thing, I feel like we can do this. Like, I don't give excuses now, as much as people sometimes can say it's coaches, ne? But last year we lost the final not because of the coach, because of the players. You could see some of these players were not playing for the coach. It's like they didn't want the coach there. Motsepe is paying them well. Yeah, but it's not like other teams where players can say that they're not being paid well. They are being paid, these people. It's just that they don't play like people that are being paid.
I wanna ask you two things, Masi, because now you've added another one, but I want to ask two things. The first point I want to ask you is that you're speaking about finishers, but also the goal that comes from Mudahu, that goal that comes from Leon now, come from two South Americans who have an eye for a pass. How important is that aspect as well, that it seems like the foreigners, this thing at defensive pass or whatever, they know how to even feed the strikers a certain way, number one. And then number two, on the point you made right now about players and player power, I want to ask you, has Sundowns reached the place where maybe a coach needs to be able to come in and get rid of some of the guys that have been there for a little time? Well, and I'm not saying they're bad players, but mokwena, Mudahu, those type of guys who have some years there. Should the coach, is Sundowns at the place where you need to move them on in order for the coach to be effective, if that makes sense?
You know what, ne? As a fan, sometimes I feel like we're at that point. It's not just the male team, even with the women's team. I feel like a coach needs to now come in and stamp their own authority and say, you know what, guys, you've been here for maybe a couple of seasons, but if you are not producing anything, I feel like you just need to move on. Because at the end of the day, we're looking for trophies. Last year we lost out. It wasn't just we didn't just lose the final, guys. We lost the place in the next Club World Cup. That's what we are playing for. Maybe the players may not take it seriously, but if we do not win this year, we do not win next year, we do not win the year after this, then we're not in the Club World Cup. You understand? So it's that type of thing that you will find we'll be complaining, no, it's just the North American teams in the Club World Cup that are representing Africa. Where are the African teams? But then the African teams, their players don't want to play for the coaches, or they have their own agendas. So I feel like we need to get to that point. Hence now, right now, I'm not sticking to players. I'm just sticking to results, guys. Yeah, I love the mokwenas also. I love the players, Bo, Kekana and stuff. But if you are not producing, I feel like we need to move on.
Okay.
That's where I'm at right now.
On the first one, the players, the South Americans tend to play the pass. We've seen it twice now for the 2 goals. Do we also need to look at that, where we look at our creative players and say, Mara guys, Mpasanjan?
You know what's the thing with South African football? Even when I was still playing as a kid, we pass a lot. Like what Sundowns showed us at the Club World Cup is literally South African football. We love passing. But when we are passing, you don't find a lot of people scoring. Because what are we playing against? We are playing against bricks. It's very hard to score a goal if you are going to be trying to pass against bricks. In Brazil, someone was showing me their street football. They draw a goal, chalk, and then they try to all hit targets in the goal post. It's not passing and endless passing. So I think it's a bit different, because even how they come up, when are they looking at scoring? See, now we are looking at the fancy passes. We're just passing endlessly to a point where sometimes we're not even thinking about scoring. I can say even in the PSL, even in this game, you can see Sundowns will come out with 600 passes. But 600 passes, we are not here for the passes. We are here for the goals at the end of the day. That's what you're going to be taking into the second league. And the North African players, or the North African teams, they know us because they know, okay, give Sundowns the ball. Tina will get them on just one goal. Will crush all of these 600 passes. One goal. Because at the end of the day, football is decided on goals. Not hurry, you guys passed 600 passes. Is it a goal, OT? I don't know, because now I'm watching Go SAPC.
No, SofaScore just said 3. So I don't know because they're saying offside here.
Offside. Okay, no worries.
Oh, very close.
But let's dominate, guys. Let's also be those teams that score 4 or 5 games where people know when they come to Loftus, you are getting 4 you're getting 4 goals, you're getting 5 goals, not just one, and then we sit back and we pass over Matthews. The previous speakers talked about Matthews. I still don't understand how this guy is still playing for Sundowns.
Okay.
Matthews misses one-on-ones to a point where I'm like, guys, at the end of the day, he's getting paid for this. He's not volunteering. I feel like people need to remember that he's getting paid. He is one of those players who was picked. Your job is to score. At work, OT, if you go into corporate or any other job and they say, when your job is to do data analysis, and you do not know how to get data, you do not know how to transform data, you will be fired. But in South African football, you'll find players that do not know how to pass. Their first touches are so bad, and then you ask yourself, which team was he developed from? And it's even worse because now I watched GDL, and then you find 17-year-olds who can do better, but the professionals cannot do that. And then I know people make excuses for Abba Matthews and stuff, under pressure and stuff, but when you are negotiating that salary, you are negotiating that pressure. But when you can play under pressure, you can work under pressure. So I really don't understand. Yabona Matthews last year in CAF, yeah, he showed me no, I don't understand how he even got to this team. He's one of those players. I can understand the others. Mara Matthews. Okay, that's all I wanted to say.
For time about a jump in, 3-0, guys. Reynolds has scored another pass from Nuno Santos. Another pass from Nuno we must say Nuno Shanto. Velile, bati yegelana ukuthathe imali Amstel. Nilogun patala ma-ref CAF just to make things tough for Sundowns, man.
Mdaba. Ngakutyela ngathi angeke sikufundise yonke into njalo. Mabathi we love the mokwenas basho nawe phakathi ungazithathi kancane. Bosibala nawe into.
Yeba njani? Na team yami inali dikwena tse 3 ko loko mara ba jiwa 3-0 anyway.
Hey, yabenzi abanye abantu bayakhuluma la ngiyasho ukuthi othimela bakumthetho ukuthi amanye abantu please if sinabe egroupini ngale basebenzisa amagama basebenzisa kuba songena sibathatha kodwa yayizwa ivoice ngathi le voice ngathi ngiyayazi le and lo le direct line yami ngizothi ngiyamthatha bese angilande ngayo. No man, mhlaka baba uyayibona le VR ku-CAF ingana yi-IEC because ngathi ama-decision wayo they are secret.
No, leba ikipile, leba idrowile line khona lena bayidrowile.
That's why bengisafuna ukuya lapho ukuthi njengoba lena kuze iyavela but la le enye ayivele ngathula nayibo. Nathi i-VR esiyaziyo ibheka even nalapho ibhola lisuke khona if there was the foul before kutholakala igoal esiwaziyo asazi. Bese kuzodwa indaba zami nabantu abasebenza kanzima but sibhekile. Okunama kayibisothi ngathi ayibheke naqala ukuthi lapho ibhola lisuke khona akukho kwenzekele na.
Angizingeni mina, angizingeni.
Bekubuza bethi mhlawumbe ngazi ngedwa kodwa bengibuza ukuthi ayibheke nalo ukuthi lapho lisuka khona akunade.
Nangomunye bambambe ngobuso bambhekisa lena river yathi next so
and ngifuna ukwazi ukuthi kanti i-proposal ka-Arsene Wenger le ye-daylight decision seyi-implementwa yini seyikhona? ngicine buzibantu basayitesta somewhere ngale go Women's World Cup, and then if everything goes well, they go implement it. That daylight offside rule. Like that, because if Sago say I throw Muka, you no put to moon on your family.
Mina ngisingeni mina now ngisingeni lezo.
Uyabasa usakukhuluma uyayibona ntakuta. Ngikubuza ukuthi seyasebenza le daylight wadwane lekasenzeka kodwa engase implement already.
Angithi that's why bangafuna ukudraw ama lines angisho. That's why bangafuna but anything too.
Lapho ngifuna ukuya lapho mina ukuthi hayibo phela with the current offside rule, yes they are according to the current rules. Hayi sifuna umuqa baba ngisho uma uthe imbonzi phambili iyatshiwa.
Angithi bazothi non-ball playing, so if isandla bathi non-ball playing you can't play the ball.
Mina with the present rule udraw umuqa ngifuna kuthiwa kuvela umuntu imbonzi eyi-2. Siyahlala siyayibona beliveka kasiqala ubona namhlanje kodwa sizothini into enhle nje ukuthi akusuke lo mfo wase-extension ophethe la nomunye umuntu wabo then ngeke kube ney'nkulumo siyabonga ngoba kube kuthiwa ingale nephetho lwase-deep extension hey Jehova kube sivele nkosi yami.
Head office Melville mara ithi singangeni Melville ifuna ukubuza la Sundowns yawina lana
yabadrawela umuqa yabona bawudrawile umuqa ubonile kanti bawudraw manje
kudini bashaya i-review i-repeater kwani le thing two le yasikayiboni but it's okay.
Asiziyeke mntawa sikhuluma kakhulu kodwa asiziyekele.
Ngifuna ukubuza ngale game Sundowns 3-0 mara for me abekho convincing. It's just that batholi team nje nayo engekho strong. Do you think that Sundowns struggles nge-discipline? Would it be something they have to look out for?
I don't think it's a matter of discipline or whatever. It's and it's not the first time. They haven't been clinically in the CAF Champions League with Ukados. He hasn't been playing the normal Sundowns way of playing CAF. He's playing this type of being cautious now and then. They are not free flowing. If you can watch all their CAF games actually for this season, they have never been free flowing. And we point to that is that you could even see the way they've qualified to the next stages. They are lower corn. So I could say it's a matter of coaching when it comes to CAF competition like this. This is Cardoso's football. We've seen it in Nebu Excellence.
Mutang, guys, Mutang.
Hey. And we've even seen a previous experience when he reached the final. How did he reach those finals? He wasn't convincing. He's playing this type of football when it comes to CAF competition. I think he only just wants the results when it comes to CAF. He hasn't. So I cannot start now and blame him. He said no, but maybe even this team. The team angazi bedla now about my team grouping this one.
Marangiti, I actually wanted to speak to that. Most of the teams that are grouping, they don't care. If you remember, Urlan was Ahly 5-2 grouping. And then Macbeth Daloma knockout day. Ahly had to know, guys, it's fine, it's scored. So I don't know if they take it as seriously.
No, it's not. But that's why it's not about seriously or what. But it's just the system Ukados are implemented. Was you could see they are not that Sundowns that we know. I'm not saying we expect them to play like the way they were used being coached by Rulani, but that's why I made an example. Even all the matches that they've played CAF so far, they've been like this now and then. They've been like this, but it's a win for them for today. They wish put them in a good space. And to some of us who are supporting the current best team in South Africa at this present moment, we appreciate this. We want them to continue. Because as we've said yesterday, with the stress, for the next games, because we know what is Batinga Gobi. It works for some of us. For them proceeding here, it's good for some of us. But here we still want them to continue here on this one.
Cela nikhulume no Dr. Irvin ningabafakela
No,
amagame.
no. Yeah, on this one, we still want them to continue. We wish them well on this one. On this one, they must continue up until May, but to go final. Then maybe it's got but it's so far, no, they are still okay here. This is where we want them. They need to focus and fully 200% concentrate here.
Okay.
Then we are fine. We are fine.
No, tingene before ngiqala civil war lana futhi.
Kodwa mntakababa nawe uyazi ukuthi i-VR yama esiyaziyo siyazi ukuthi isebenza kanjani.
Mina ngabuza ngathi
asiqali namhlanje.
Is VAR going to stop corruption? But ke thingazingeni.
Le ngana IEC your vote is my secrecy. Siqala ukubona namhlanje.
No, angithi neyanga yaphuma snacks, but it is ngiyakhuluma eating tune. Guys, 84 minutes in. 84 minutes in. Sundowns 3-0 up. I think Sundowns has found their confidence a little bit here. I think in the second half they remembered who Sundowns is, and I'd just like to point out. Look at how fluid they look when they've got.
Mr. Otsila.
Emapili rekyatla. Hey barari.
Nolisiko Mr. Otsing nyana.
Okay, yes. So look at how a little bit better that midfield looks with Allende. Like I said, for me, Allende is the extra pass that allows you to at least relax a bit, and then you can connect and play through. So very interesting to see that play out here. But let me go to Vutlari. It's 3-0. It's 3-0. Sundowns has found that gear. Yeah, what can you say about this?
Nothing much, man. As a good velushilo, which I know. I have seen the other one. Was it the World Cup? The player was judged offside, was facing away from the goalpost. But you see what the tip of a bum or the tip of a shot at the back, he was just offside. So here we don't know. Maybe Veli is right, Guti. We can all complain, but other than that, Guti. Look, they look fluid now. They look like a Sundowns that we know of. But I think Masi said something earlier on. I know, Guti, you were being OT, Umiega, Minebozo, Dala, Ute, time, but it's fine. We're not there. Sikoda. Let
Masi cook. Heaven.
But as Masi said, she did cook. Now I'm quoting her. Imagine. I'm saying, as she said, is football about having 100 passes and look more fluid, or it's about how many goals you score? You know, we in the southern of Africa, we pride ourselves in how many passes we make, how many shibobos were there, how fluid the team looked like. But in the North Africa, they pride themselves how many goals we scored, or we score and we defend what we have. So I guess Champions League, it's about that. Can we say Master Champions League? Perhaps, where you don't need to do much. You just need to score 1-2 and make sure that you don't concede. I think that's what the Champions League is all about. And if we are not careful, Cardoso will always buy us face and goes to the final. And he will always say other people are working overtime to make sure they don't succeed. But they will continue going to the final because they're not convincing. It's not that Sundowns, when you go play, you shake, where you overplan for them, you overplan defensively. Sometimes it makes the teams that they are playing with to be very reluctant. Man, we can plan the way we plan. We don't have to overplan. But when you look at the previous Sundowns, they were very dangerous, and teams were over-planning against them.
Well, I like what you said there about they don't look dangerous or they don't look convincing. isn't this the same argument that people make about the South American players? Even though I see goal, I see assisting every day, every game, but we still feel like they're not convincing. And now when you watched, for example, Rulani, everybody spoke about Rulani Sundowns, but then literally the following year, Caruso broke the scoring records, he broke the win records, he got to a Champions League final, yet we still question. Isn't that a bit of the same problem here? That you were saying, you're just...
Yes, that's what I was saying.
Convincing, Mara, we're not even looking at the results.
That's exactly what I'm saying, Gucci. You look at the North, is it the North Americans? That you realize
yeah.
they're doing the job.
Yeah.
They're doing the jobs, and
Yeah, but now what's this now? Yo. Sorry.
they're doing the job. And you look at their passes.
Yeah.
My man. They don't look like, they don't do the shushan and piano, massive tens, dangerous tens. Trap pass, look for the... Even look at what Allende did. That was a good pass. It didn't do anything fancy. I think maybe we as South Africans need to move away from that mentality that we are Brazilians, the Ronaldinho Brazilian mindset. I think we need to move to the idea of football. It's about, can you see the space behind the defense? Where is the defense positioning? Like, where is my striker running to? Can look for that pass. Because, or else, for example, I coach the LFA OT and the Hollywood Beds. One thing I've noticed about these guys here is, even when they have to pass, the first thing they will do, and then that pass that was supposed to be there, it's no longer there, because football is about split seconds. The first second, uvala, that run is either the person is offside, or that option you had, that split of a second option, it's no longer there. So I think that's where our problem is, and I think Cardoso might have mastered the Champions League.
Even finishing.
Yeah.
Because I saw Umudiba try to trap a crossed ball. Whereas, if it was Leon was going to try and put that on target somehow.
You see, the finishing that I loved now was the Reina's one. It looked easy. That was difficult. That was because it comes directly and it's coming down directly to your leg. How you control that is very difficult. Others, Mugila, I can't mention any Chief strikers, but that was a good one where you just put up your leg and you just touch the ball and it's already inside. So I think we need to move. Who's this? Ha, Saleng. Ha. Resablela Kayon. You see what we're talking about. If you have a first touch, you shoot. It's in the back of the net.
Yeah.
So, man, I think South African, we need to fix that, man. Football is not about having 90% ball position. Let's not always listen to the guy, or the allegedly legendary Chiefs, idiskitv, Junior Khanye. Let's not always listen to Junior Khanye, because what he says and what football is all about, they don't correlate, because we see North African dominating Africans, the football, but he raised them highly, but those guys don't play good football, my guy. Those guys score and waste time until they finish. So for me, I'm happy with Cardoso. It's so unfortunate that I don't need a stepfather that I can join them. I'm happy with my father who's being donated money, and we move on with life.
Why are you going to your stepfather? You must go to your grandfather, but it's fine. For time.
That was a good one.
For time. Let me bring you to Terrence. Terrence, welcome, my brother.
Mr. OT, good evening, gentlemen. Good evening. Good evening.
Hey,
good evening.
Trinidad, just like that.
Let me talk about football a bit and not hate watch. Let's talk about football a bit. Sometimes you must talk football and not watch football with a badge of a certain team.
Yeah.
Because of it will pain you week in, week out, and year in, year out, season in, season out. Yeah, Sundowns is not themselves. Yeah, Sundowns what? Yeah, Sundowns this. Let me start the is MC Aljane, the rulani team again. Yeah. The way coach from that game, things changed to MAMELODI Sundowns. I understand.
Okay.
So it's only the game that our coach underestimated TS Galaxy. I understand. I almost 9 to 10 changes on the game. Okay, lose a game. Fair enough. Good barking. Congratulations to TS Galaxy. But I want to tell you something, Mr. T. Sundowns is not dangerous up until you play them.
Yeah.
It's not dangerous. They're not looking convincing. What more do you want from football? Waiting if ever Zangawa Tala football, you will talk as much as you want. Because of you don't know the game. Because of I get why now level like
yeah.
This is total football, Mr. OT. What more do you want from this kind of performance? What okay, maybe I don't know football. Maybe somebody with a clear football mind can make me understand this thing. What more else do you want from the South Americans or the North Americans? Nuno Santos. Nuno Santos. Ubumnandi we raising South African football. Where are we? Where are we?
If Ubumnandi Busio is not football in South Africa.
Let me tell you something. This is total football. This is dominance. Playing by department to department. One understand? Department to department. From the back line to the middle fielders to the strikers. We connect. What more? Maybe, wait, Mr. OT. Sometimes they said enough. Hey, Sundowns is not good. Up until the age of team, it is the current best form team in the league. Re hodi si itse malobanya namo e hodi re file 2 ya bona e fast e silt es nang chenchi es nang ingi e silt 2. Let me tell you something, Mr. OT. Wait, football will humble you.
Yeah.
And then this league is the Betway Premiership League. One understand? I sure Shalengre Lutz are high. Monapool. MAMELODI Sundowns. Mr. OT. Mr. OT, let me tell you something. This thing it's plain simple and easy. They say the way I say it's simple and easy. Maybe some other people understand football somehow. People must take time. Balebele Bundesliga, balebele Champions League, balebele the Premier, balebele the EPA. You understand? Start looking at other what you call leagues, and compare Sundowns. You understand? Me bra, Sundowns plays exceptional football. How about it's not their same? If ever Sundowns this week, I get Pirates should be playing here right now. If it's the best team, it's the best team. I get. So they say. 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 Sometimes when I'm Mr. OT, people can talk as much as they want and hate watch as much as they want. Kemi Fedile, Kitri Noto, we're going to Mali, Rowena 2 Noto, Rabacha 5 Noto.
Yeah.
One understand that, Mr. OT. If ever Sundowns this week, don't pack the bus, but say pound on pound. I get it's weak. I get it's weak, this team. It's not the Sundowns that you all know. Don't play mid block or low block. Don't play mid block or low block. Attack them pound on pound. I get you, it's not the Sundowns that we know. You will get 7 no to him. When you go to coaching school, these people are professional coaches. I understand. They know the danger. Abdul Salam Napagile he knows very much well, or I cannot take this team pound on pound. Yeah, he knows very much well, or they cannot take this team pound on pound. If ever you say, when the people can talk on podcasts on YouTube lives, on whatever platform or social media platform, and analyze the game or say whatever they want in order for them to satisfy their own feeling. It's healthy. It's human of a person. One understand to satisfy oneself. What the poor, what the juta. Ke tshwara ke offer what the poor. I teng taba ya hao. I pay. One understand. If ever Sundowns is not that Sundowns, don't park the bus. Play them head on collusion. But say head on collusion. It's a straight to you know what? I'm going to attack this team. Oto one to cross 7 no to Malone. Oto one to cross 7 no to. It's when you getting I dare them. They must stop talking things they don't understand about football. It's say hey Sundowns this, hey Sundowns that. Hey, Sundowns this. But now, don't talk about things that you don't know sometimes in football. In order for you to satisfy yourself. You are satisfying yourself. Let's speak for. Okay, Mr. From today, you must speak facts. Thank you. From today, we speak facts only. Bye-bye.
Let me go to Pastor John. Pastor John. You are the pastor, but people are preaching today. Please tell me, Pastor John. Welcome. How did you feel about this game?
To be honest, if you followed the pre-match, you would have seen that even the coach himself, he respected Sundowns too much. You could see all these guys were just saying, you know what, we're thankful that we're here. Because the first thing he says is like, I'm happy, it was a dream to come to South Africa. Or yeah, hey, he's respecting us too much, man. And I think we're just that thing out, okay, Mali, it's a West African club. No, STADE MALIEN, they're in the quarterfinals. But then you watch the first 30 minutes, you're like, what the hell? Yeah. Guys, I think this game was a battle between Sundowns and their attitude towards the game that they're playing. Okay. That's what I see. Because I think even fortunately the fans, there was not that much pressure because we could see that, you know what, this game, all it required for them is to finish the job. And pretty much that's what they did, as much as they had a few scares there and there. But it was not in doubt. It was not in doubt. Should have been more. Should have been more. I wanted
to ask you again. Some of us were speaking up for the foreigners in the team. And again, it seems to be the foreigners that have come through Kadi goals assist. What do you say to the people then who are still doubting, hey, Caruso, why is he playing these guys? Kiba, week in and week out, they do these things.
You know what? I think the onus is on Cardoso to show the fans that, you know what, these players ban spanel. Because I feel like, and it's the onus is on Cardoso to show us why we need these kind of players in the squad. And this game was part and parcel of the reason. We can't say it's 100%, but then they are kind of showing their value. And if they still don't see their value now, watch what happens when you try and put a player that's similar, but then it lacks either the quality or this match was just not meant for Mchita. It needed guys like maybe your Santos. It needed a striker like Leon. Something like that, you know? So you know what? Like, if they don't see it, then honestly, you can't satisfy a Sundowns fan. I think all this talk about, hey, we remember the Sundowns. That it's there. It's visible to see. But at the end of the day, it's about results. It's about results.
Okay. No, guys, my thoughts are going to be out in an hour's time. Mamelodi Sundowns 3-0 winners over Stade Malien. Like I said in the beginning of the game, Santos has a pass in him. Santos has a pass. It's just he struggles with the other things. And I think Sundowns started shining when they started catering to the other things too. Like I said, When Allende comes on, it becomes a little bit easier to hold the ball a mover without giving it up quite a bit, and that allows you to free it up. Mamelodi Sundowns, of course, were playing with a front-loaded team, and in the first half, I think there was two things that was happening. Number one, I think they were playing down towards their opponent, but then number two, there was a big gap between that defense and the upper guys, the attacking guys, and you find 5-6 players waiting. The moment they crossed that line, they became active, but I think to get to that spot was a little bit shaky. Somebody needs to speak to Santos and Modiba. They need to pass each other. I don't understand why they didn't want to pass each other. And Leon, like I said about Leon, he does one thing well. He's got one thing that is incredible, and it's in the box running to finish off passes that are played into there. Other than that, you don't see him, but he's there. Then I'm gonna finish up. I'll finish up with the foreigners, guys. That's precision. That's what you see from ES Tunis. That's what you see from Bo Al Ahly. That's what you used to see from Abu Witad. That's what you see from Abu Pyramids. Those guys, Santos, Sales, Leon, abadlalela ubumnandi, badlalela efficiency, badlalela they play to come out of the game with things, and you see it with how many times they've come forward and put their hands up for Mamelodi Sundowns up to this point, and the way that they play. I'm looking at a replay of Sales' pass. You don't see that from our players. I'm looking at Nuno Santos' passes. You don't see that. You're looking at that finish by Leon. You don't see that. And maybe Reina's, who I've said in terms of play, in the past 3 years, barring maybe this year, Reina's has been the most consistent South African player. Right, and you see it when he comes in and he finishes the way that he does. But anyway, guys, thank you so much for joining me. Thank you to those that gave gifts: Masi, Popos, Lou, Tyler, Imvelo, Heke, Tiki Tiki, Wendy, Crazy T. Thank you guys so much for the gifts. My thoughts, like I said, will be out in an hour's time. And remember, guys, I've got an SABC Plus advert that's out on my TikTok. If you could please just go there and leave a comment, like, maybe share it, nyana. Those things really do help go a long way. But please support, and thank you to everybody that has been with me up to this point. Shout out to everybody that joined. We will be back tomorrow for the Pirates game, and then Sunday rilobona team engwe. But anyway, I sign out with this.
Yabona namhlanje. Yes. Fanele xa sibona iSundowns idibhuti kuyo. Today iSundowns ndibethe laxola so ngiphinde ndiyidelele.
Pari sute ratamaya, sute ratamaya, sute ratamaya, sute ratamaya. Arwina liki barsupa kamenwana. Yeah. Arwina kefe, barwine kabutsotsi. Arwina liki, barsupa kamenwana. Arwina kefe, barwine kabutsotsi. Sute ratamaya. Sute ratamaya.
No Eloi today, guys. I'll see you then tomorrow for the Pirates game. Bye, everyone.